This is Joseph R. Wheeler the third. It's the third, y'all. I'm back in the captain's seat for another episode of Bustin Pixels. This is our gaming content here on the multi-niche channel known as OnyxCon, ONYXCON, internationally known, locally accepted, and I do mean it when I say the phrase. We are internationally known. Shout out to República Dominicana, mi gente. Just fresh back from a trip that I took down there, and it was incredible. If you don't know, we're in the ATL. That's why I said down there. I'm just speaking geographically. And yo, it was a beautiful thing. It was one of those life experiences, and we are dropping content daily of it. So if you want to see the vlog series, make sure you look around, not just at what we got going on here with Bustin Pixels, but everything we offer you here at this, again, multi-niche channel. We don't give you one thing. We give you a whole creative lifestyle, edutainment, y'all. Now, I've never played Apex Legends. I actually downloaded this right before I left for my trip, and I said, okay, that'll be my new treat when I get back. I'll be trying to learn this game. It's been out forever. I'm late to the party, but hell, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm just practicing right now. That's where I left off. It's practice and trying to get all the controls and know all the ways to do what you do. And I'll jump in on some of that, I guess. If they let me. What's that? Oh, here we go. Why did firing range? I think that's where I left off. But every time I click it, it's taking me here. Oh, okay. What am I doing? I thought that was saying ready for a game. I'm like, no, I ain't ready for no game. I want training. Yeah, so here we go again.
Welcome to Apex Legends. I am your hood. You can call me Bloodhound. Let us begin with basic movement. Complete the checklist on your HUD. Follow me. Sliding down hills increases speed. Inside the territories, you can find supply bins that carry weapons and resources you will need to survive. Open one. Strong work. Grab your supplies. Your HUD will show what you have equipped. Follow the checklist to access and cycle through your inventory.
Just a screen. 1 second. Just a screen. 1 second.
Inside the supply bin, you will find a weapon and ammo. Arm yourself. The battle calls upon you. Slaughter as many targets as you wish. Each shot is important as well as the weapon you hold. Grab a second weapon. The field is full of choices. Remember, you can carry only 2 weapons. To equip another weapon, you must swap out the one you are holding. Choose your new weapon.
Damn, they all look so cool. It's funny, I'm glad I'm doing this over. When I first started, I did it. And I never even went through seeing what all these options were. I don't know why I didn't see this the first time. I'm so excited with just playing. I always like a good shotgun. Let me get that. How do I get that? How do I get that? Can I get that? I got that. Alright, cool. Is that it? Yeah, it is. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think so. Okay. And then I just like them boxy looking weapons like this. I didn't want to replace it. I want to grab both. I ain't got no ammo. What the hell? Okay. Kind of bulky, slow feeling. It's powerful. Hmm. Alright. What is this chopper? With the clip at the back. With the grip. I don't want to place. I just want to pick up a second weapon. Oh, I did. I guess I did pick up a second weapon. Which one? What's my other weapon? Hold on. Let me see what I got. How do I look? Let me see. They ain't got nothing yet. What they talking about? Anyway. No, not replace. Okay. Is anybody else knowing how this works? Alright, that's smooth, smooth. Chugga, chugga. That looks cool. Oh yeah, that's nice. I call that a nice steady weapon. Solid straight shot. According to them, I guess I got something. I don't know what. Because it's not giving me the option. Every time I touch something else, I don't replace. What did I start with? It must have been the one they first gave me that you can't replace that one. You have to pick one of these as your second. That's what it is. Alright. See, that only registered for my brain. I'm like, what you mean? I want 2 more of these. I want 3, damn it. What you mean I can't get more? Well, huh? I don't understand. I don't speak that language. Let me see. Oh, that's nice. Brr, brr.
A powerful key to becoming an Apex legend is communication with your brethren. You can ping different locations, objects, and enemies depending on where you're looking. Follow the checklist to cycle through your pings.
Okay, goof ass, you didn't tell me to double tap the triangle. I'm very literal, man. They didn't. They just say tap triangle. That's how you switch out the weapon. I had two all the while. I was just like, all I was doing, I was pressing and holding it because it's telling me to press triangle. You know, come on, like, what the hell? What you think? You gotta double tap it to switch. Then it switches. Anyway, what he told me to do? I want to pay you no mind, man. Say that shit again. What you want me to do, man? Huh? 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 Huh?
Keeping my eyes on this spot. Gonna check for loot over there.
I like that. She's African with a South African accent. That's really cool. Diversity, y'all. That's what we about. Well, that's what we about. Where is it? It should be right here. I ran right into the little thing. The ping. Didn't I? Did I not?
Contact. Might be something good this way.
Sorry this isn't like super exciting, y'all. As I said, I'm a complete newbie to this game, so if you're looking at this saying, what's wrong? Why he ain't doing this and why he ain't touch that? Because I have a life and I play games as an extra thing to do, not the only thing to do. And yeah, I'm new to this. When all you experts who might look at this video and have something to say, while y'all were sitting watching this, I was in Dominican Republic. Not bragging, just telling the real. That's what it is, okay? It's all a bill. It's all a bill. It's just where I want to spend my money and time. I don't do the whole day on video games. I love games, but I ain't about to spend the whole day. So just saying that for all the smart asses, because I know how the trolls work. They love to mess with a newbie. Be talking this. Like, man, get your low-life ass out of here. I'm learning, fool. I'm learning. It's like for Vampire, the Masquerade, Blood Hunt. Boy, when I first started, I was getting mopped left and right. But when I found out how to really play, oh, I have them scared sometimes up in there. I ain't saying all the time, but boy, when I get in the groove, they be like, oh, Lord, here come this dude. The Melee Master. The Melee Master, y'all. All they know is gun, gun, gun. I love the guns, but guess what? Give me some blades that are effective. And in that game, the blades are powerful. Look at, see, this right here reminds me of what I just saw in real life. Shout out to Dominican Republic again. Shout out to Samana. Yes. We got a ton of content for y'all coming. A ton of content. I mean, I kid you not. I mean, I might end up making about 20 main videos and I don't even know, countless shorts. Got some stuff loading right now. Still working on some other ones. Stay tuned. Amazing stuff coming. And great news, too, about how we're going to continue to do that with the assist of people like yourself who not only watch, but subscribe and truly support. Only talking to the ones who do that, you know. I'm to the point now, I learned something very valuable on this trip about wasting my time speaking to people who are not my audience. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all, this whole thing we got going in America, folk who troll and man, it's pathetic, y'all. It's irrelevant. The whole world, there's people out here that are just, you know, not taking any part of the day for granted because being genuine and being decent and being a fellow human being is literally how they make their living. Dominican Republic is the most visited Caribbean nation. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't know that until I took this trip. The most visited. You gotta understand what that means in this whole, you know, you're talking about Cancun is still technically the Caribbean because it's right in that ocean area. You got Jamaica, you got Cuba, you got Puerto Rico, you got St. Lucia, all the other saints, you got all the Virgin Islands, you got, I mean, do you understand what it means to be number one with all that kind of competition? That says a lot, right? And at the same time, there's people who are there who understand that, and there are people who are there who don't understand that, and how valuable that is, and know how to respect people because, you know, I come with respect, so I expect respect, and not treat tourists badly or give people weird moments and everything. I had it all. This trip was 100% complete and then some. If I had to rate from just this one week of experience, I wouldn't totally rate it because I don't think that's enough time. But it is enough to make an impression, and just from my initial impression, I would give my experience, and this is not a reflection of the entire country, because it is a very beautiful country. I want to say that first and foremost. And there's a ton of beautiful people. There's more more functional moments than dysfunctional moments, but I did have some pretty bad dysfunctional moments that made me realize the good folk got their work cut out first, going above and beyond what the idiots will do to ruin that number one visited country in the Caribbean. But I believe in the power of good people winning, and I think they got all the right tools to keep the crown, so to speak. And I'm gonna do a video especially just about that at some point. I was gonna give y'all my rating. I'm not even gonna do that here. I'm gonna wait. If you want to know, subscribe, follow the channel, because I will be doing a video where I tally up everything that was great and things that were not so great about my journey. And I'm gonna come to some conclusions about what it really is to travel like that. It's such a beautiful place, but at the same time, for some, it's a true have and have nots situation, like a lot of places are in this world, including America. But the difference in have and have nots here and some of these places that we love to visit for vacations is a lot of Americans, I hate to say, folk take everything for granted. They got all the tools to be phenomenal, but people are spoiled. Not everybody, but far too many. People are freaking spoiled, straight up. And folks in other places that know they got to work for everything they get, they got to figure it out for everything they get, they take nothing for granted. Now, some of them still take stuff for granted. Human beings still being people everywhere in the world, right? But large in part, people are mostly very humble and realistic about their situation. They know what they got to do to make it happen, and they figure it out. Oh, you know, because you got to do it. You got to do it, or you do like that, you fall off that cliff in life. So they figure it out. and they're some serious hustlers. Okay, it ain't no it ain't no side identity, just something to do, trying to be cool, trying to act and look like some rapper. No, no, it's real. Oh, and that's another topic that I went into heavy on this trip. Americans think that everything that we have imported to the world and exported is export is the word more so what I'm saying. What we send out into the world, we think it's so influential that everybody knows our superstars and loves what we do, and everybody wants to be American. Bullshit. It's just not true, and it's not even a diss. It's just we live in this bubble fantasy that has been created by the media. It has nothing to do with reality. You're gonna see in my videos, I'm talking about from young people in their 20s to their 30s, and I won't even count the folk in anybody older than that, because when you start saying, hey, do you know who Outkast is? Do you know who Kendrick Lamar is? Do you know who Drake is? It'll start right there. And the younger ones are gonna say, yeah, they know who Drake is. As crazy as that sounds, as brilliant as Kendrick is, and as hyped and overhyped as this whole beef thing has been with Not Like Us and all the other tracks, and I asked folks when I was there, just out of curiosity. I said, are you familiar with this artist and this artist? No, who is that? What is that? Who is that? Who is that? What is that? Time and time again. Time and time again. I was in the airport when I first got there, and a brother who gave me my first exchange of cash, I just wanted a few dollars just to hold a few of their bills in my hand and see what they look like, really. And to have some pocket change if I wanted to tip somebody, right? Because the other thing, I mean, if you're anything like me, you don't carry cash. It's like that era is over in America. Everything's debit, everything's credit. So, the first thing I wanted to do is make sure I had some cash. So in the airport, I walk up to this little booth where the guy, he does exchanges. That's all they do at that booth. And some airports, they'll say, don't do it there because the exchange rate will be so high, you won't get enough for your money, blah, blah, blah. I wish I had gotten all my money right then when I was there, because not all my money, but at least my first couple of days of cash, because when I got to the hotel I ended up at, because that's a whole other story. Started with an Airbnb. It sucked. I had to get up out of there. You'll find out when you watch the video. That one's out. You can watch that right now. That video where I explain that is out right now. It's one of the first ones in the series. You just go back to the first thing I posted with the Dominican flag in the thumbnail and watch. Anything that has a Dominican flag in it is part of this series, so watch those videos. But at the hotel, they didn't have the best rate on the ATM, and it really sucked. Kind of like, it's like they're taking way more than what you want. And I said, I be thinking I should have got it at the airport. But anyway, the guy in the booth at the airport, when I tell you this brother looked like the Game, the rapper from LA, the Game, the Game, I'm saying Game, he looked just like him. The only thing different was slight difference in body type, but they were both, Game is a big dude. He's a tall guy, and this guy was big and tall, like basketball player body, or big dude, baseball player type bodies type, But he didn't have no tats or nothing, he had no tats on his face and none of that stuff. But he had a beard, a real black beard. Naturally, he was a young dude, maybe 20-something. So his beard is, no grays on there. So, like, just how the Game be looking at the big, thick beard and stuff, and his eyes, his feature, I'm saying everything. It made me laugh. So I said, dang, this dude looked just like the Game. I said, hey, bro, of course he didn't speak no English hardly, That's what you're going to get that 90% of the time. So for all y'all who think it's going to be easy for you to just go wherever and get by, it don't matter if you want to go to the resorts where you think everybody going to be speaking English because, well, I'm spending all this big money. These people better cater to me. They better kiss my ass. No, they don't. Nope. I mean, I do have my opinions of that. I do think that if you want my money, you do need to learn something because, like I said, #1 in the Caribbean, you got to compete for that. And part of that is knowing enough English to, give information healthily and responsibly and professionally in that environment where I done paid for that. If I order, ooh, nice. If I order room service, I don't want to be on the phone 15 minutes trying to laugh through. I mean, I make it work. I try not to make myself have a headache, no matter how frustrated I am. I really work with people. And people respect me for that. I would get people on the phone, I'd make them laugh, You know, we both laughing about how we can't understand each other, even though I'm really pissed off that I got to do all this, you know. And I get my burger, I get it with extra tostones. Okay, that's verde, platanos. Okay, if you don't know, that's the green plantains. It tastes just like French fries because I don't eat potatoes anymore like that. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I get what I wanted, but at the same time, you know, and I'm joking, they ain't really giving nothing extra. But I tell you what, the order, I remember I'm thinking of something when I say this. The order originally came with French fries, and they typically don't want to have to do substitutes. But because I knew the culture and because I love plantain, I said, and I don't want potatoes, I want tostones. As soon as I said tostones, they was like, tostones. They start laughing, so they like, this dude cool as hell, he knows some shit. They gave me what I want, no question, no question. You know, but that's the way you got to move. That is really the way you got to move if you're going to make it happen out here. And if you're going to deal with people of all types. But back to the dude who looked like the game, I asked him, I said, hey, man, anybody ever tell you look like this dude? Because I knew he wasn't going to know who I was talking about. So I brought it up on my phone, and I showed him a picture. He said, I've never seen this person in my life. Because he didn't really speak English, but he knew a few sentences. I was howling. We both laughed. I said, bro, you don't see it? He just kind of shook his head, disturbed, because I know he was sitting there thinking, he does look like me. But because he kept looking back at the picture, he was counting the money. He kept looking back like, the hell? You know, but he was like, no. I said, you don't think he could be your brother, your cousin? I don't know. I don't know. I was howling. I was like, bro, you know that's you, man. He look just like you, man. I'm like, so once he was like, you know, denying that, I wasn't about to press the issue, but yo. But I mean, this my point is really just that people have their own stuff where they're at. And bachata, merengue, salsa, bomba, a type of music that is their version of reggaeton called dembo. That's what rules. That's their hip hop. Dembo. And even just straight up Dominican rap. They have rappers that just rap just like rappers here. They love the American style. Now those people would know because they study in America to do everything they do. But even the Dembo stars, you know, ain't necessarily, I mean, I'll take that back. I ain't gonna even make that comment because some of them would probably know some American stuff, but their fans don't, is my point. The everyday people don't necessarily know your American stuff. I would be like, yo, you ever heard of Outkast? They'd be like, what? I tell them I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Some of them don't even know what Atlanta is. For American cities, let me tell you who the top 3 cities for Dominicans coming to America because they got family here. Okay, and then the rest of the folk who there are still trying to get there, get here. New York, of course. Shout out to Nueva York. Okay. Boston. I heard Boston 3 times. My familia is in Boston. I said, I be damn, there's a lot of Dominicans in Boston. I didn't know. I mean, I figured there would be some, but I didn't know it was a lot. So yeah, Boston. So Boston, New York, and Jersey. Jersey didn't surprise me. You know, next door neighbor to New York, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's the reality, y'all. Not this stuff, and they don't be knowing your stuff. They don't know no other cities hardly. I mean, they ain't heard it here. If you say Los Angeles, most of them know what that is. You say L.A., they've heard too many Americans say L.A., and maybe they don't even know what that really means, but they keep hearing us say L.A., 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 so they know it's somewhere here. But in terms of knowing all the other towns, and as major as my city is with Atlanta right now, Atlanta is not known to the world, and Outkast is not known to the entire world. I have been shocked to ask people, do you know who Outkast is? And I'm up here singing, hey, y'all. I'm singing the real commercial joints that went hit, you know, with Andre 3000, knowing he had a cartoon and everything. I'm like, hey, y'all. They like, yeah, hey, y'all. That sounds fun. Who is that? Oh, it's a reality check. That's why you got to travel. Didn't nobody in the entire trip know who the hell Kendrick was or anything about the beef with Drake. That whole thing is in a bubble between America, Canada, and anybody in all the countries in the world, amongst little niche groups of young folks who are deeply studying that. No different than, say, kids here who not only watch anime and manga, but like the ones who really know some Japanese and have been to the country or aspire to go to the country and stuff. It's those types that will know your hip hop groups the same way as they know that stuff. Like if some Japanese kid came here and started talking to him, he or she could get the satisfaction of having a full conversation, not having to explain nothing, because those are the kids in America that be that deep in it. But as far as the general public, let's be real. Let's be real. Not everybody. They don't know what manga is. They don't know what anime is, but that don't mean everybody of this younger generation is into it or is into the same ones. They don't know the anime. They don't know what anime is, but they all got their different, what I like, what I don't like, So the more obscure stuff, the stuff that ain't Naruto, the stuff that ain't, trying to think of something I think is more popular with these kids now, Bleach, or, all of that. If it's not that mainstream stuff, of course, Dragon Ball Z in the history of that, they might not know. It's the wake up, face it for what it is. Like I said, it's not even a diss. It's like, I know some people in America would be really offended and frustrated. Like, what you mean you don't know who Outkast is? What you mean you don't know? That's your shit. they gonna start. They gonna tell you, hey, do you know who Omega is? You know what I'm saying? That's who the man is over there. Omega. Brother does bachata, merengue, salsa, you name it. He does all the forms that are the most popular types of Dominican music. He's a legend. I heard his music in at least 3 Ubers. Because every time I get in, I say, I don't even want to hear no American shit. I say, for fun, I would play some of my stuff if they asked me, like, hey, what do you like? I said, okay, I'll give you some joints. We had fun with that. I did a really good video about that. But when I tell you, they are about their own stuff, and it makes sense. We all are, aren't we? Yes. If you go to LA, they gonna know other rap, they gonna know other hip hop, but they gonna mostly be listening to West Coast. I love West Coast hip hop. I grew up on West Coast hip hop. So to this day, I love West Coast hip hop. And I mean all of it, not just G, not just gangster rap, all of it. Souls of Mischief, hieroglyphics, in addition to E40, Too Short, etc. I know all that stuff. But that's just me, We can go as far as Drew Down up in this mug, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. And I love digging into crates. I love going into the esoteric. Most people ain't like that. They super mainstream. And that's the same even there. Like, they may not know all of the bachata groups and everything. They're going to know whoever's mainstream, whoever made it the biggest. Unless they are definitely a hardcore fan. Oh, I realize I can jump up there and grab that thing. How do I get it? Okay, boom. Come on, do it. Yay. Cool. Should have done this a long time ago. Yeah, that's fun. I like that. I want to do that again. Let's go. All right. I know I'm not ready, but I just want to do something different. I'm going to come up out of here and go into a match. How do I do that? Let me see. Let me just go ahead and get completely into the mess of it all. Let's see. How do I go back? Hello. I'll be pressing all kind of buttons. Oh, there it is. Okay. No, that is it. Oh, hold. Here we go. You gotta hold it. Return to the lobby. Yes. Okay. I don't see no timer or nothing, so I don't know if there's people in here. I don't know if I'm waiting on the team or if I'm just being optimistic or what. I don't know what the hell going on. You know, man, all this glitzy graphic is wonderful, but I'm used to hitting buttons and seeing something to give me a time as to how long it's gonna take for the team to build, and then before you know it, boom, out of nowhere, it just happens. Okay, we'll figure this out later. But I hope y'all enjoyed the chit chat, and I want y'all to go and watch some of that content from Dominican Republic. It's the third. It's Bustin' Pixels, and this is Honest Con. Peace.